G'day, how you going? Ian Apples here, your acrylic guru. Welcome to my Friday Night Live Q&A. How are you all going? I want to get things started by just letting you know, if you're watching the replay here, there are links in the description below. I'm putting them there now for the actual live show. I just need to bring up my page here so I can see what we're chatting to, who we're chatting to, okay? So I don't know if there's anybody there yet, so I'll bring that up. I better turn the volume down so I get no feedback. And this is my chance to connect with my followers and subscribers here. Okay, so I want to edit this. So how are you all doing? Have we got anybody there yet? Oh yeah, we've got 5 people there. All right, so I'm just putting the links in the description below, so you might want to refresh your page after I've done it. That way they'll be there, because they won't be there at the moment. There we go. So I'll just do that. All right, now I'll get back to the my videos, so I can see who's saying what and who's in the room. All right, it's Saturday morning here in Australia. As a lot of you know, I live in Perth, Western Australia. Some of you aren't aware of that, but some of you are. So it's Saturday morning here, my time, and it's mainly Friday night over in the other side of the world there, where a lot of my followers are. That's why I go this time of the day or the night, okay? We got there Karen Parker. G'day, Karen Parker. We got Carol, Marie, Mary Smith, Joanne Collis, Celeste Watson, hello Celeste Watson, Marilyn, Sulus, Tammy Hollyfield, James Ziegler, g'day buddy, how you going James? Angela Young, g'day Angela. We got Nizzy, there's a new tag, there's a new name there, Nizzy tag. Sharon Blankenship, Sue Patter, g'day Sue. Barry Radmore, g'day Barry. Barry Radmore's the, what is he? The Darrow from Jarrow. Okay, we got Marilyn Lynch, Elizabeth, Tabitha, Danielle, and Edward. G'day, Edward. You're a new name there. Good to have you on board here. I'm just waiting for the room to fill up here. This is my opportunity. I do this every Friday night live Q&A. It's where I get to connect with my followers, you people there. And it's sort of like a meeting room where we can come and meet. You can ask me whatever questions you want. If something's troubling you in art, you just want to ask me something about it, this is the opportunity. We get to do that once a week with each other. And I also like to acknowledge who's following me and who's liking what I'm doing as well. All right, so I'm just looking for some questions at the moment. This is a Q&A, so like I said, it's what it's all about. Your chance to come on board and ask me whatever questions you like. G'day mate, says Grey Scales. How you going, Anthony? We've got Nildy. Hello, Nildy from from Rico. Geez, I want to pronounce it. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. There you go. That's a common name, but I've just never known it was spelt that way. My goodness. From Facebook on YouTube instead today, says Nizzy Tag. No, you're welcome, Nizzy. Bernadette, hi from Halifax, California. Hello, everyone in Halifax, California. Good evening, everyone, says Judy Hawthorne. Michelle, hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. You're not late. We're still just waiting for the room to fill up. There's, 48 people in here at the moment. We've got 3 likes. So while we're waiting for the room to fill up, hit that like button. Paul Wren, good morning, Ian. How are you? I'm pretty good, Paul. I had a reasonably good day yesterday, and I'm feeling quite great. All right, I'm appreciating simple things in life as I get older, and it's like when you're young, you just want to be so fast and active and out there and boom, boom, boom. But now I just love to appreciate the simple things, and it's keeping me mindset, in my opinion, quite directed and healthy, I feel. Great eye behind you, Joanne. Thank you very much. Also, I like to get across a few points in my Friday Night Lives, which is my paintings. There are links in the description below to purchase my paintings, what's available for purchase. At the moment, they're all $69 US, and that includes shipping to your house. There's a Patreon's link there. There's a donate link. That's a donate link. If you want to buy a painting, you hit that and it's connected through your PayPal. That's where you do payments or simple donations. Some people are coming out of Patreons, which I understand. People come and people go, but some people have to get out of it because they've got other commitments to make. But if you just want to make a donation and not be a patron, you're more than welcome to hit the donate link. Or like today, we're in the live chat, like Michelle Dobrogos has done. She's just sent in a donation. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling, for sending in there, Michelle. You can do what she's done. She's hit the little grey $ down there, and that supports creators' contents like myself in these live super chats. Okay, so thank you very much. Also, there's a link for my art group page. That's before that happened, I was getting people bombarding me with their paintings. What do you think here? I've made a mistake. Can you help me in that? Some people are still doing it. It's okay. But my platform, my art group page, is pretty much a platform where you put your art. If you have a problem, you put it in the comment there and people will help you out. There's a lot of beautiful people in my group and a lot of them are experienced artists as well, and there's more than enough people there to answer any questions if you have a post you need with some critiquing, but only critique when people ask for it. Okay, Paul Wren, hello. Paul Dolling from the UK, everyone got up special for this. Love your work, Ian. Thank you very much, Paul Dolling, much appreciated. Love the feedback. D Fowler, g'day D Fowler, how are you? Paul Wren, just woke up from my first morning holiday in Sydney. Good on you, Paul Wren. It's hot here, a bit different than Manchester. Wow, my son's just gone and moved over to live in Manchester. He used to live in Melbourne. And I saw you write in your comments in my last live, I live in Perth, Western Australia, okay? So if you're coming to Perth, don't be shy to send me a message and look me up and we can go, hey, here you going, buddy? We can catch up if you like. Dean Fowler, oh, cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. Dean Fowler's just sent in a donation on the super chat here. Thank you very much, Dean. Tabitha Williams, g'day Tabitha Williams. Daniel Burnett, $69. Oh, I must have missed someone's, what price range are your paintings? Yes, I missed that question. At the moment, they're $69, and that includes shipping to your address. Okay, so they get wrapped and packed and labeled, and that you don't pay nothing more. You just pay that much to my PayPal account. They're payable through PayPal, and that's it. That's covering your postal cost and all the fees in and out. Okay, thank you very much for bringing that to my attention there between Danielle. Okay, Paul Wren, I'm in Perth next week. Good on you, Paul Wren. Well, don't be shy to look me up, all right? You just send me a message on Facebook, and if you want to catch up, we can make it happen, all right? Hello, everyone, says Janice Burns. G'day, Janice Burns, my darling. How are you this morning? I love your painting from Sweden. Thank you very much, Ganella Johnson. Supata, I can't find my own way to paint real looking clouds. Help. Well, you can help yourself there just by doing a lot more practicing. Clouds, subjects that you might think you can do and you're putting them into a painting and they're just not looking great to you. It's just going to take practice. There's YouTube creators like myself. We're showing you how to do a lot of different elements. I'm targeting beginners, so some of my stuff is quite easy to follow and some of it is advanced beginners as well. Now, if you want to follow someone doing clouds, do not get caught up in looking at him, then her, then him, then her, then him, then her. You're going to have too many ways and designs in your head when you're a beginner. Wait till you've mastered the art of doing that. Follow one person, whether it's me or him or her. If you like that style, follow it. Pursue that method, and that can become your way of doing your clouds, okay? And then when you grasp it, you can get ideas from other people then and start filling your head in with different ways to do clouds. But while you're an empty bucket as a beginner, just let one great product that you're happy with get in there, all right? Okay, what have we got here? Hello, do you use acrylic slow dry medium? Yes, I do. Elham, I use retarder. It slows down the drying time of the acrylics. Angela Young, for members who are in the art group, don't forget to message Ange for private messages for questions. They get lost in super chat. Yeah, so if you're not in the group, come join. What Angela's saying there is if you're in my group or if you're not in my group, join my group. And then when you're in my group, some messages or some questions can get lost within the chat bar here. And if you want yours definitely read out, you message Ange Young. She's one of the admins in my art group. I've got to keep looking at the camera there. There you go. And they come to me at the end of every week and they're guaranteed to be read out. Your name's acknowledged and your questions read and answered to the best of my ability. Yeah. Hello, Karen, says Sharon. Oh, Sharon and Karen are at it again. Sharon, they were doing that last week, I think. Sharon saying hello to Karen and Karen saying hello to Sharon. And there's, hey, Sharon, hey, Karen. Amy Myers, hi, Ian, so glad I found you. Thank you very much. That's great feedback. I love to hear. This is what this is all about. You just give me good feedback, and I want to be able to come to a platform where we can connect a bit better than just through a comment on YouTube, okay? Janice Burns from Mass. Good morning. No, not good morning. Good advice on the clouds, Ian. I am still working on them and waves. There you go, Karen McHenry. There's also waves can be tricky. Whatever. If you're having problem, no matter who you are, even sometimes me or people way advanced than myself, if you're having a problem with some kind of subject or some kind of matter within your art, that's your inner saying, hey, stop and practice a bit more, because you can't just do a bit and then go full bull and know everything. You got to learn as you go. You do learn as you go, and that's where every now and then your inner self is saying, hey, it's time to practice because you're not quite doing that right, are you? All right, so that's just a little insight the way I read it. All right, good advice on the clouds. Yes, read that one. That was from Karen McHenry. Darren McLean. Hi, Ian. Thanks for the chat the other day. You are welcome. Oh, yes, Darren McLean. You're the one that was asking about the zebra. Yes, this big one here. Great to have you on board there, Darren. Wink, wink. There you go, Ange Young. Colleen Niece, no ordinary from Indiana. No, originally from Indiana. Oh, that must be a private chat between Coral and Janice there. Marvin. Can't join now, but you're an amazing and have taught me a lot. Can't join now. What can't you join? You're here if you're already on the chat there. Maybe you're thinking of a patron. You don't have to be a patron, but just let me know what you mean you can't join. I'm not sure what you meant there. Okay. Now, Karen McHenry is asking, is it easier to do clouds with the retarder maybe? If you've seen my videos, I put the craft and the retarder on. They're mixed and they're surfaced over the canvas. That's the retarder I use. The actual paint that I'm painting the cloud with is neat. It has nothing in it. It's just the paint itself. And I'm putting that onto the retarder conditioned surface. And that's going to mix with that, and it allows me to blend it the way I blend them. You don't need to mix it with the actual paint you're doing the clouds with, okay? Okay, who we got here? Katie Coyne. G'day, Katie Coyne. I think I said hello to you before. I've said it again, haven't I? Hi from Scotland. Woke up here 2 a.m. with stupid cat meowing. Glad to catch you live. You know what, Katie Coyne, that's interesting that you said you woke up with the cats meowing, because my two boys last night, they were going crazy, and it must, I don't know, is it a full moon? But my cats last night, they just didn't stop for some reason, and they are not usually that way in their behaviour. So I might look into that later on today. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you very much, Socorro. I hope I pronounced that correctly and I didn't butcher your name. Thank you, give it a try, you're welcome. Here's another one held for review. Danielle Bennett, is retarder similar to, where'd that question go? Floetrol. I've never used Floetrol, but I'm assuming, I wouldn't say it isn't, because retarder it slows down the drying time. Floetrol helps it flow better and sit smoother, in my opinion. Okay, Marilyn Lynch is asking a question here, and I've got a question as well. Who was that from as well? Oh, hopefully that don't go away. Where are we? Down there, down there. Where are you? Is it that one there? No, not that one. I'm looking for the... Here we go. Marilyn Lynch, how do you trace something and transfer it to the canvas on the right direction? There's many different ways. Do I have anything here in front of me? No, I don't. Let's just say you have a picture. Most people nowadays have a computer. And then again, most people nowadays are having printers. It can just even be a simple black and white printer. Print out the picture to the size you want. And I get the picture and hold it on the, lay it against the window, and I get my lead pencil and I can see the outside edge line, and I scribble around the whole shape like that. I've done it in a few videos. But when you're putting it onto your canvas, if it's the wrong way, when you print it on your settings, you can also flip a layout to make it back to front as well. So look into your settings there. But that's the best way I transfer an image onto a canvas, because not everybody has transfer paper or carbon paper or something in that fact. So you've all got a lead pencil, hold your picture back to front to a window in the sunlight, and you can scribble around the edge and all the areas where you want layout, eye layouts or shoulder layouts or whatever. And then you put that onto your canvas. I use a red pen because you can see where you've traced around the edge, and trace it on, and bingo, it's transferred it onto your canvas. Now let's see, we haven't lost too many questions. My dog wandered out in the middle of the night, and so maybe it's something, maybe it's a full moon. Yes, strange, because cats, what's wrong with the cat? No, nothing's wrong with my cat. They were just in a naughty mood, both of them. They never liked that. I use Floetrol too. I use acrylic glazing liquid. Sue Patter, thanks for the advice from you, Ian, and others in the group. You're welcome. My dog is a hound dog and eats, sleeps, and repeat. Yeah, they can do that. Okay, we've got one here from Karen McHenry. Where'd that go? Every time Is Liquitex airbrush medium retarder? I would not know. I've never seen that brand over here where I am. Maybe someone in your country can answer that, or in the States that have seen Liquitex airbrush medium. What they're meaning by airbrush, they could be meaning it'll give you that airbrush look. I'm not sure, because I've never used it. If there is someone here that can answer Karen McHenry's question, it'll be much appreciated. Judy Hawthorne. She got squirrel paper from Amazon, great for transferring images. There's quite a lot of ways you can transfer an image onto your canvas. Hi, and good to see you. Thank you very much. Arts by Sharamay Ritter. She uses chalk. Yes, a lot of people use chalk. I myself just use a graphite pencil. Done with it. My acrylic paints paint right over it. Oh yes, Angela Young saying, I've received the skyline painting finally. We'll post it on the art group someday. Angela Young bought my city skyline painting. She's just received it the other day. Good stuff. I'm glad it got there in a safe manner. I also gridded the photo, says Isabella. You can do that. What have we got? 62 people. We only got 3 likes. I might have more because I haven't refreshed my page, but that's okay. Hello, are you going to paint the zebra? I've already painted a few zebras. This one's in my live videos on my Facebook page. You can go into my Facebook, my albums, my videos, and scroll through the videos. You'll see about 2 or 3 different live videos where I painted this fella here. So Yamaha is saying, where did it go? Karen, I use airbrushes. It's not really a medium, it's more of a thinner to help flow through the air pen. Liquitex makes slow dry for retarder. There you go, Karen. And we've got another one here held from Sharon Blankenship. Karen, you will not need much retarder. I use Liquid Flow White, slow drying gel, but not together. Yeah, there are gels as well. I've never used a gel, but there are gels as well. Thumbs up. Can you? Don't know what you mean, believe in, can you bring it here? No, I can't bring it here. The file, they're not a good quality for my YouTube channel. Not everything I've painted, unfortunately, has been filmed, sorry. I know what you mean now by bring it here. You hate Facebook, well, that's fair enough. Come on, hit the thumbs up, people, says Judy Hawthorne. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, take a moment to give the thumbs up. Paul Doling, should I prepare my canvas with gesso before I start painting my painting? Depends if your canvas is already gesso primed or if you want to gesso it again for a bit more texture. That's totally up to you, Paul, in my opinion. Some people, because of the way I paint, I'm always, whether it's gesso primed or not, I'm always putting my flow white and retarder on mine before I do my paintings. We all have our own ways and habits. Greetings from New Jersey, says Joey Cigar, just sitting here. I'm sitting here with my dog. I enjoy watching your channel and your work. Cheers. Best regards, JC. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sharon. The store-bought gesso isn't good, says Believe. I only use it I've got black gesso. I've only used it for painting my black board, what my canvas sits on. That's the only reason I use mine. And sometimes I've needed a black canvas, so I've quickly painted it black gesso. I don't find it too bad, the one I get from the store. I don't know what brand you're getting that makes you think it's bad. My question is for you is what... I want to thank for your time. I know it's really late in Australia. It is 9 a.m. in the morning here, or 9:30 in the morning here. It's not late here. You're probably getting your times mixed up. But thank you for that. You appreciate my time, and I appreciate people like you giving me feedback. It helps me govern where I need to steer my channel and what content I can keep putting in there. I know what content I want to put in there, but it sort of keeps me updated in how things are going okay. What is your favourite kind of brush to use, says IT Matters. I have answered this question quite a few times. I don't mind answering it again. I don't really have a favourite brush. I've got common ones I use a lot, which are my ones from the hardware store, which I do my blending with, my fan brush, and probably my 1/4 inch filbert flat. And I use a different variety of flat brushes as well. So yeah, I don't really have a favourite. Doreen Fowler, she sent in a question, and it's pretty much asking, when I want to use a traceable, what is the best way to do so? Because I use graphite paper and the lines are covered except for the light ones. Well, pretty much what I explained before. Turn your picture around on the window so the sun's shining through it and you can see, and you can get a pencil, a lead pencil, and scribble on the outside edge, and then lay that over your canvas. Get a red pen and trace it on there. That's the only way I can suggest for you, unless you're familiar with a lot of gizmos and gadgets such as transfer paper, graphite paper, and all these other kinds of papers you can use to transfer images onto your canvas. Sharon Blankenship, I love catching you live. Thank you very much, Sharon. You're welcome. Hi, Ian. Thank you for this morning's visit, says Bruce Anderson. You're welcome, Bruce. You're very much welcome, my friend. Patricia Delgato. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't read that. That must be in Spanish or something, or I wouldn't have a clue what language that is. Yeah, there's chalk paper as well on Amazon, and pretty cheap prices. Yamaha's telling Doreen there's chalk paper on Amazon. If you can't find something in your local store, just remember everything is available on the internet. All right. Judy Hawthorne, she enjoyed your covered bridge, Bruce, last night. It was last night my time, but probably the morning time your time. Great painting. Believe. Oh, well, yeah, if you feel that, believe that there's the store-bought gesso primer boards are not that great, pre-gesso them yourself. It's totally up to you. You can look at yourself as when you're getting into art, or if you're already into art or you're starting your art journey, just think of yourself as this: you are the mad scientist. And it's up to you to use whatever paint medium you want, work out how it's going to work for you, work out what brushes are going to work for you, what tapes and what knives, and create a method that's working for you. And if you're happy with it, it's working for you, and you're getting results you want, that's all that matters. There ain't no rule saying it's got to be done this way, that way, and this way. You be your own mad scientist and create your own little mad worlds on your canvas there. And if it's working for you, it's great. If you're having trouble with something, just simply stop and practice those procedures. Watch some tutorials and practice and work out things, and you'll iron them out as you go. Because all through your journey of life, even art, you're always learning. You're always learning. You don't nail it in the beginning and just sail through it easy all the way for the rest of it. Okay, just remember that. Hi mate, got to go, but we'll watch the edited version. No worries, Darren McLean. Well, there'll be a repeat. I'll have the repeat on my Facebook page there. Absolutely, says Believe. Katie Coyne, when you frame, Ian, do you use glass? No, I don't, not on a painting. I heard someone else say you should never use glass. Can you explain why not? No worries. Paintings are paintings. You just put them in a frame and you got the painting there. All right, if you put it in glass, it's going to have reflections on it, and stuff can get caught in them behind it and ruin the painting. You don't want glass sitting on top of the paint, and it's going to, if in my opinion, I'm assuming it could lessen the lifespan of the painting. There are non-reflective glasses that don't put so much of a shine on an image, but if you're going to put glass in something in a glass frame, leave it for the photos or prints. But in general, just put a painting in a frame on its own without the glass. I would never use a glass in a painting. Some people do, some people don't. Some people say you should do this, some people say you should do that. I just told you I would never put glass on a framed painting, all right? Simply for that reason, the glass is going to hit it. Then you get the naysayers that might say, yeah, but it's going to protect it. What about all the dust? Well, golly gee, you dust your home, don't you? Like, say this one, it's a big, beautiful painting. If you want to frame that, you can. It's sealed, it's done, everything's done to it. When you dust your home, you dust the painting down and you've got a beautiful painting to look at. If you're going to leave it up there and not remember to dust it, well, then anything will get dirty. So there's so many ifs and buts, but that's my opinion on why I wouldn't put glass on a frame, all right? Katie Coyne, very true. I love your painting. That butterfly you painted had all over your face. Got me to... Yes, that was quite a bad day for me. Just paint got everywhere, and I thought, you know what? Just leave it, Ian, let it happen, and it happened, and it happened. Okay. Love your paintings. They are beautiful. From Mexico, says Patricia Delgado. Thank you very much, Patricia. I love your zebra. Thank you very much, Believe. After time, painting sticks to glass, so if you remove it, it will ruin it, says Carol Neese. There you go. She might have had some experience with a painting behind glass. Sharon Blankenship, don't use glass on your paintings in a humid climate. Yeah, I just wouldn't use glass on a painting, full stop. To me, it's a big no-no. Celeste Watson, acrylic will also transfer to the glass and ruin the painting if you ever want to remove it. Okay, I've got a patron here that joined my Patreon platform last week, was Mel Scott. And what I'll do, where are we? Where do I normally find that? I'll have a look in my patrons there. I like to acknowledge people that get on board my Patreon page. So at the moment, I've only registered a Mel Scott. I'll just see if there was anyone else that came through. Where do you find them? I don't know. No, it's usually in the no, not that one. You dilly dally. That's taken me to YouTube. Oh no, here it is. October. Mel Scott. Oh yeah, I've got it. Yes, there we go. I've got the latest one. All right, and thank you for Anne Young for purchasing my city skyline painting. Much appreciated. It helps support my content. Just be sure if you're painting people's artwork from photos or from tutorials, if you're sharing it in a group or anywhere which a lot of us are doing, just be sure to credit the person you got the idea from, okay? It's just a nice, polite thing to do, all right? I've got a big question here, a couple of big questions here. I believe that acrylic needs to breathe, says Nizzy. Yeah, there you go. So that's going back to the glass framed ones again. Thank you so much. We learned much from you. I was putting glass on my paintings, and yes, the reflections, I don't like it. Yeah, take the glass out. You don't need it. If anything, I like to have a white inner edge of my frames, whether it's a black frame, a grey frame, a cream frame, a green frame, whatever. Just paint the inner edge white. It just gives it that. Thank you for answering that so clearly about the glass. I've checked to ask about framing. I have yet to still do my first painting, trying to build up the courage, but you are helping me so much. Thank you very much, Katie Coyne. Well, I look forward to seeing some of your paintings when they're finished, and I hope you're a member of my art group. There's a link in the description below if you're not. Join my art group, share your art on there, and if you want me to see it, tag me in it and it'll direct me to your painting, all right? With acrylic paintings, if they get dusty, you can easily dust them down or run a slight damp cloth over them. Absolutely, there you go, says Marilyn Pierce. Precy Swain, I love your zebra. Is that one? Is this one on the back? This one here, that one is not a tutorial. I've said before, and I'll say it again, which I don't mind. It's in my Facebook videos. Go to my albums where my videos are and you'll see it. There's a few live segments I did painting that fellow there. Just do it. That's a one-off. It's got metallic gold. I've done a rainbow zebra. I've done I've done a few zebras in my tutorials there. Have a look at the links in below. You see all my videos available on my channel there, and there's quite a few zebra ones in there. Knock yourself out and copy some of those ones. You will never fail if you try. Yep. Marcia Best. Hi Ian, haven't gone live in a while, so just saying hi. Hello Marcia Best. Was it Best? Yes. G'day Marcia Best. We got Glenna Gifford. Hello Ian, learned so much from you, your tutorials. Thank you very much. Thank you for the feedback. That's great to hear. My question for you, when you start painting, and why did you decide to do it? When you start painting, and why did you decide? Oh, when did I start painting? I think you're asking. I started painting in 2012. Saw a guy on TV painting, and I thought I'll give it a go, but it wasn't working as easy as I thought it would. So I still tried to paint more and more, and it still wasn't working. So I went on YouTube and found people that can teach you there, and I thought, oh, this is all right. So I got into it that way, and that's how I got into painting. And but there were things I wasn't quite getting out of tutorials, which was a bit Well, if only there was a bit more. And accidentally I got into filming my work. I didn't plan to have a YouTube channel, it just happened. And one thing led to another. Then the audience started to build. And then I was like, well, I want to give people things I wasn't finding in tutorials, bits of information or aspects, whatever, okay? And I've just come across as myself. Okay, so hopefully that answered your question, Angie Navaris. IT Matters. I notice when using a slow dry, it's more shiny. I still would seal it at the end. When you know it's 100% finished, I would still seal your painting. So you don't have to, but if you're going to sell it or put it on the wall, seal it. It's great. Heather Nicole, Heather Nicole, your patron is here asking how to fix something. I had some rain hit a painting the other day and it caused a watery streak down the sky. How can I fix it? Thanks a lot. Oh, I've never had that problem before. Was your paint still wet? I can't work that out. I really wouldn't know. You could probably damp it with a tissue and try and rectify it with the paint again. That's all I can possibly say. I'm sorry. That was for Heather Nicole. Sorry to hear that. Karen McHenry, my husband was chatting with an astronaut and mentioned he looked out of the shuttle window and the Earth. Australia always looks red, for your information. Yes, Australia is a big red dirt country. It's a lot of red dirt out there, up in the out of suburbia. You might be familiar with Uluru or Ayers Rock. The colour of that's pretty much our outback. We call it the outback. My problem is that I'm not the best at artistic. I have problems. My paintings. Ian, any ideas? Marcia Best. My problem is I'm not the best artistic, so I have problems with my painting. That's fine. You just need to practice a lot more before you're doing a full painting. Practice subjects, clouds, trees, water, whatever. Just practice those. Have some fun in a few days practicing different subjects. And when you got it worked out, work out a layout you want your painting to be. Clouds up here, tree back there, some water over here, some shrubs, whatever. And then put it in a full painting. Okay, where are we? My husband was chatting to an astronaut. I read that one. Celeste Watson. It matters. Yes, you should always seal them. You can, from different finishes. Yeah, always seal them if you know they're finished. That's all I can say there. Thank you. I have trouble composing a painting, says Illabella. You have trouble composing a painting? Well, look for, you're going to need some references and some inspiration there. If you can look at people's photographs, ideas, and use them to lay out a painting. I even sometimes have trouble composing a painting, but that's when I give myself some time and try and work out how I can do it, okay? It all leads down to a bit more thought and practice. Thank you, Ange Navaris. I've answered your question. To me, you are the best. Thank you very much. You're welcome. All right, what else is there I have to get on to in this show here? What have we got, 60 people? Yeah, so give me your questions. What else was there? I don't have my bullet point. I forgot to put that up there. Golly gee. Pixabay has free pictures that are not copyrighted. There you go. Oh, back to copyright too. That's what I was going to touch again. Heather Nicole says, hello again. Hello, Heather. How you going? Let's all take a moment to say g'day to Heather, because she's back again. She went away and she came back. She thought she'll find the grass greener on the other side and thought, nah, I'm going back to Ian's. Hello. Okay, Katie Coyne. What did you call Ayers Rock there? Ian, I missed that. What did you say? Illaroo. It's Illaroo. It's an Aboriginal name. It used to be called Ayers Rock. Now they've called it Illaroo. I'm not sure what the word Illaroo means, but a lot of the Aboriginal words here have meanings to them. So yes, it's called Illaroo. Okay. Pixabay has pictures that are not copyright. Yeah, I'm going to get onto copyright. What did you call Ayers Rock? I have a photo, but what if the photo isn't laid out right? Are there rules? No, they're not. Like I said, you're the mad scientist creating your paintings. You make up your own rules. Once you start painting, you have an artist's license, and that gives you the ability to lay out your painting back to front, upside down, or just a big black dot on a white piece of paper. It's up to you what you want to do. You can reverse things. You can see a picture and add an element from that picture, and that picture, and make your painting. I've done that quite a lot. Or you can see a picture and use just a part of it as a painting. Or say like an animal, you got an animal here. I've seen it a lot when I was looking at some inspiration for zebras. Instead of painting the whole zebra, they've just done a bit of it. Believe says you are the boss. Thank you very much there. Thank you very much, Dr. Ricky Worthy. You love all my videos. First time here, good stuff. Hope you come along next week and week and after that. And I hope you've subscribed. Thank you very much. Do you have a tutorial on sealing and varnishing, Ian? No, I do not. I'm going to do a tutorial on my copyright laws because a lot of people are getting mixed up there. And there was something else I was going to do a tutorial on as well. But with acrylic, if anything, get the spray type because you're not going to use a brush and push into it if your paint's a bit damp and you're a bit eager to varnish it. I've even varnished paintings that are still damp with the spray varnish. I use a gloss because it doesn't dry glossy, it tones itself down a bit. So I just get the gloss varnish from the hardware and spray that on all over. But don't let it pool up too much. You'll learn as you go the more you varnish, okay, Isabella? Good evening, everybody. I want to get to copyright. When is it okay for a person to call themselves an artist? I don't think there's any real time you can or can't call yourself an artist. So long as you're enjoying painting and you're going to be doing it for a while and you're enjoying what you're doing and you are happy with what you're produced at the end of the day, you can call yourself an artist. Don't paint to please other people. Paint to please yourself. I always say art's not a contest. Some people feel intimidated putting their art against somebody else's, but just remember it's not a contest out there. Everybody's artwork is just different looking. That's all it is, all right? Okay, where do you get your subjects to paint? I find it very hard to get subjects. I look for inspiration in people's photos outside on the internet. I'm getting bits of pieces from here and there, and sometimes I've created my own layouts. I don't varnish with a brush, Marcella. I would be scared I would spray a cat with the spray varnish. Well, just don't put the cat on the painting when you're spraying the painting. Take your cat off the painting, put him outside and close the shed door. Have a bit of ventilation going, or put the cat in the house and paint it outside somewhere and spray it outside. But try not to put the cat on the painting when you're spray varnishing your painting because, yeah, your poor cat will get varnish all over him. It wouldn't be good for the cat, would it? Where are we? I will be scared. Sharon Blankenship. So, yeah, Sharon, keep your cat off the painting. Danielle, the moment a person puts paint to a canvas, they are an artist, in my opinion. There you go. That's Marilyn Pierce's opinion. Dr. Ricky Worthy, hello from Alabama also, says Tabitha Williams. All right, the copyright in my videos. If you've watched my YouTube videos, I have a notice about copyright. Long story short, that is virtually telling people out there, do not copy my video file. Do not download the actual video file and put it onto your computer and then upload it as your video content. That is all I've got the copyright there for. The subject, the art subject, which is in that painting, in that video, of course, you copy it. That's what the tutorial's for. I'm teaching you how to paint it. So it's that subject. I pretty much want you to paint. You paint it, you sign it, you do what you want with it. If someone wants to buy it off you, sell it to them. Okay? Depending on your art, you can charge anywhere from 20 cents to 50 cents per square inch, depending on your quality or your level of art. So measure up the length and the width, times them together, will give you the square inch, and then times that by 0.20 or 0.50 cents, and you'll get an average price, okay, for your art. That's a simple way to work out your art for sale if you're going to sell it. Can you varnish your painting with a brush instead of spraying it? You can, but it has to be dry. And a nice soft brush would help as well. So yes, you can, but it's got to be really dry. There you go. Celeste Watson is saying Liquitex has a varnish that doesn't need ventilation, and they have different finishes as well. It's called stealing someone's work if you do copy it. It's Lauren, it's called stealing someone's work if you do copy it. Well, if someone doesn't want their work copied, they wouldn't be putting it as a tutorial. A lot of my work is I've been inspired by someone else, or I've designed it myself. But even my own designs, I don't care if people copy them. So stealing someone's work is if you copy it. So some people would call it stealing maybe, but if you don't want nothing stolen or nothing taken from you or no one to see it, don't ever put it on the internet, because whatever goes on the internet, every man and his dog's going to see it. And you need watermarks on it or something professional to say, do not copy this. That's all I can say about that one there. Okay, thank you, says Marcia Bess. Thank you, Percy. Thanks, Ian. I mean, if you put their name on it. Lorraine Monso, what did you say? Yes, that's another thing. Some people might, let's just say someone painted something that I've designed, this one here, and they've painted it and it looks exactly like my work, and they've gone and put my name on it. They've signed it as Ian Harris painted it, and then they sell it. That's stealing. But if they've just painted my painting and put their signature on it and then they've sold it, to me that's not stealing. Can you do a tutorial on painting the Northern Lights? It says Carol Neese. Oh, it's something I can look into, Carol Neese. Where are we there? Yes. Pierce Swain, Precy Swain giving the thumbs up. Glenda Guilford. Well, if you repaint a tutorial, then you can give a reference to the original designer or owner. If you repaint a tutorial, yes, you can. Like I've used, there's another friend of mine, when I've used their picture as a subject to, I don't copy it, but I'm using the layout for it. I've referenced them in my videos, so you would see other videos of mine that I've done. I've given credit to the people that I've used their work with. Sometimes when looking at YouTube, the icon, I can tell what ones are yours. I can tell your style, what you do, you call your own style. Thank you very much. I admire being dedicated to your fans, and thank you for that. Thank you very much, Marcia Best. You are the best, aren't you? I'm trying to read bits so I can acknowledge again. What does good on you mean in Australia? It means good on you. But we say good on you. How you going? How are you doing? How are you going? How you going? G'day, mate. Not a bad day, eh? Hello, my friend. It's a very lovely day today, isn't it? But instead of saying isn't it, we say, hey. Bloody love a drink, eh? I would love to have a drink, wouldn't I? That's it. We just cut the corners off things. I love the way you do clouds. Thank you very much. Is it wrong to have just polished off a full chocolate Swiss roll? Eat the whole lot. Go ahead and judge me. I deserve it, says Katie Coyne. No, you eat what you want. Eat what you want. Helped a lot. Thank you very much, Dr. Rick Worthy. Now, I was waiting for that to finish because I was going to address something and I bloody forgot. How long have we been going for? 49 minutes. That's not too bad. These live Q&As, I like to go for an hour, but sometimes they dribble over an hour. So if you're watching the replay, if you want to ask me any questions for next week's live show, if you're not a member of my art group, there's a link below. Join my art group. And then if there's a particular question you want me to acknowledge and answer, send it through to the admin, Anne Jung, and she'll get it through to me before the next week's show. Copyright. I've got onto copyright. I think I touched that one there about do not copy my video file and upload it as your video file. You can copy the subject that I'm painting. That's what my tutorial is all about. Here's a painting. Here's how to paint it. Paint it. I do not want you to copy the actual video file. That's subject to copyright. That's my stuff. That's my time, my work, my effort that's gone into making that. Because there are people on YouTube, they're stealing people's videos and putting them on their channel, and they're reaping the rewards from all the hard work that creators like myself and others have done. Mine hasn't been stolen as yet, touch wood, but it has been happening. So I've just put that there so people would know, hey, this isn't Ian Harris's channel. Why has he got Ian's video on there? Okay. When blending, says Mary Ann Rotondi, is it easy to blend on stretch canvas versus hard canvas? I don't think it's any different in my opinion, but you might find a difference there. If anything, I would assume a good quality canvas panel would be more firm to blend on, where a canvas panel can have bounce. So take that into consideration. Christine Maywart. I don't know when to say I have finished a painting. Always find something that needs improving in my eyes. Anyway, that's a good thing. I don't mind that as well. Sometimes I've finished a painting and I'm glad I haven't sealed it just yet, because I'm looking at it. Oh yeah, I can see where some shadow needs to go. You can always fine tune it. Have you ever painted the beautiful red mountain on Sedona, Arizona? No, I don't even know the beautiful red mountain on Sedona, Arizona. Sorry. So I don't think I have painted it. There's one there in some foreign language I cannot understand. I'm sorry. What else we got? Sorry asking, what type of brushes from the hardware store do you buy, or should I say, how do you choose? I get these type. Now, I call that the face of the hairs, okay? It's got quite a broad face there. Some of them from the art shops are quite, where are we, thin, like a gesso brush, and they can be scratchy. And the hairs are not flat. It's not going to give you a good flat surface. So I look for something like that, and then I'll pick it up and put it on my hand, and I'll feel the tempo of it. See, sometimes they can be really weak, no good, but I'm just feeling that. I think, yeah, I can get some blending out of that. So I look for a 2-inch, a 1-inch, and a 1/2 inch, because sometimes, mainly for my clouds, blending for big clouds, or get the smaller brush for smaller clouds. So that's what I look for in a hardware store there. Paul Doling. Arizona has beautiful skies and mountains, says Believe. Okay. Oh, that's relating to the Sedona, Arizona mountains. They are less expensive. Some of these from the hardware could be a couple of bucks to probably a bit more than a couple of bucks. The art shops I've noticed here, the art supply shops, they don't sell a typical good blending brush that I would find good for blending. Other people might use something different. Other people do use other things different. My good friend Anthony Gray, he uses a mop brush that the girls use on their makeup. I've even used, when I painted the rainbow zebra that I painted, I've even used a shaving brush, you know, the big scraggly stumpy handled shaving brush, just to bam the paint on there and scratch it in with all that retarded wet paint up there. There's so much you can use. Makeup brushes can work for blending. Yeah, I've never used one. I've seen other people use them and they do work for them, but you do need the paint mediumed up a bit for it to happen. It won't just work on neat acrylic paint. You do need to have a medium added in there. Yeah, are they less expensive? So Isabella, you can find brushes from the hardware less expensive. Let's say you might find a wanky danky bullshit brush full of all bells and whistles for 38 bucks, and it's just a snotty little thing, and because it's 38 bucks you think it's the ants pants, but because you bought it from the art shop, I think they can put a higher price on there. I've bought some brushes that are $16 just for a little fan brush. Yeah, so you need to have a look in the hardware and see what brushes could work for you from there as well, all right? All stores sell great blending brushes for $19. There you go, says Sharon Blankenship. I've never found any over here where I live that look like this. This is what I love to use to blend. They're great. Love them. Daniel Bennett, is there another name for retarder? Where did that question just go? Oh, there it is. Is there another name for retarder in the US? Slow medium, they might call it. I'm not sure because I've never been in the US. I don't go there. I don't know exactly what you have over there. I know you have a lot of different products. I'm sure someone here can answer your question. They've found something there. Name for retarder in the US. So yeah, there could be, what did I just say there? Oops, retarded. That's okay. Katie Coyne, could you paint a good old Highland coup from Scotland? Ian. Yes, that's something I want to look into. Yes, some nice Highlands with the grass tops and the big cliffs and some water and some sky and some atmosphere and some yumminess. And oh yes, Katie Coyne. You've got me buttons pressed, Katie. I want to go out there now and paint the high Scotland lands. Yay! I'm going to do that. Yes, Scotland. Grab yourself a pen, Ian. Ian, grab a pen. Where are you? And was it Irish lands, did you say, or Scottish lands? Slow dry. Yes, back to that question. Scottish lands. They call it slow dry over there. I think they might be calling it. What is the brand name for your blending brush? I don't have a brand name. I just buy something from the hardware store. A couple of years back I was able to source some good brushes that blend my way and I was able to sell them on to people, but I can't get them anymore. People are still asking me for them. Unfortunately, I cannot get them anymore. If I ever do find the right brush again, I will do my best to promote it and get it out there to you people, but at the moment I don't have anything available on brushes, okay? Amazon has actual retarder, says Carol Nice. Slow dry is called retarder in the US. There you go, says, where did that go? Says Believe. Do you need to prep cheap canvases from dollar stores? I haven't. I still paint them the way I do. I prefer a canvas than canvas paper. I used to start off on canvas paper. And if I was to do a lot of practicing, I'd practice on canvas papers, but I like to paint on canvas cloth or a quality canvas board, just because it can blend into that canvas better than slipping across the top of some paper. That's just the way I feel. I've got some from Michael's Hobby Lobby, would probably have it too. There you go. Don't mistakenly purchase airbrush medium when you search for retard in Amazon, because a lot of people are using airbrushes now, like a little spray gun, and that needs a thinner to get the paint out. Don't mistaken that for retarder. There's so many different mediums. A lot of them are in the same bottles, so they look like the same, but there's glazes, there's gels, there's retarders, there's Floetrol, there's just lots and lots and lots. Like I say, go into your art shop, ask a lot of questions and educate yourself every now and then when you go in there. I wish my son was awake. He could make me a bloody good cup of coffee, eh? But not to worry, I'm going to have one when the show's over. I've been going for an hour. Carol Neese is saying, no, it isn't slow dry and retarder are two different things. Well, she's saying, well, there you go. I only know it as retarder here, so I don't know what's going on there. Lorraine Rodell, thank you. Heather Nicole. No one sent any in, Heather Nicole. No one sent any in, so there's no. I didn't get any through this week, so there's none to show. Thanks for answering my question. Highlands in Scotland, Katie Coyne. Highlands in Scotland, yes. Highlands in Scotland. Up there, Scotland, let's paint those lands up there. Yeah, I'm going to paint that next week. I want to do that next week. I have tried them all. There is a difference. And of course, the Highland cow, that's very popular there right now. Everyone paints the Highland cow. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. I'll just paint till the cows come home. How's that? Thank you, Ian. You appreciate it, says Danielle Bennett. Thank you very much. Have a good night. You're awesome. Ciao, ciao for now, says Lauren Radau. You're welcome. Good night, Lauren. It's an extender in the US. There you go. Retarder is classed as an extender in the US, meaning it's extending the wet life of the paint, I would assume. Yeah. Don't forget, if you think you would like to purchase one of my paintings, it helps me out a lot. It helps me get gear for my art studio, as I'm only doing it as my hobby part-time from my real job. My real job, I'm out on the roofs, and when I have my free time and something ready to paint, I'll go into my studio and I'll do tutorials for you. Some of them are live and some of them are edited together. I'd like to try and go live every week, but only time allows that to happen through my work schedule. So you might see, oh, he's live today. He didn't, there's not a set plan. I'm not full-time at it. So when I have the opportunity, I'll make it happen, whether it's a live one or if I'm not set up for live and I'm just going to paint, I'll just film it and edit it together and post it that way, okay? I mean, where are we? This one was edited. This one was my latest live one. This one was edited. This one was a live one. That one's a very old one. And that one was a couple of weeks ago. And yes, they're all for sale. And I do like it if I can at least sell one at least once a week. It helps me out a lot. All right. Have a good night. You're awesome. Ciao, ciao. I read that one. Extender. I read that one. Ian, what is your favourite subject to paint? I don't know. I like something with depth you can look into. But sometimes I get a good kick out of some sunsets. Sometimes I get a good kick out of just a basic sky and a simple layout, but it's looking visually fantastic. I find it hard to have a favourite actual subject. So, sorry, I can't answer that one properly for you. My mind races 100 miles an hour when I'm painting, and I do get excited, and yeah, it's hard to have one favourite. I so appreciate all your help, Ian. Thank you very much, Karen McHenry. You have inspired me to paint and taught me a bunch. Good stuff, Karen. I love that feedback. Oh, cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. Sharon Blankenship, Lowell, the cows again. We have large cows painted on buildings where I live. Oh my goodness, you got cows everywhere. People must be that busy. They're keeping busy until the cows come home, aren't they, eh? Okay, just between you and me, I did send one, but I apologise, it was today. Oh, did you? Well, I haven't been on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook first thing when I wake up. Can you show it? I can show it now, Heather Nicole. That's fine. This is what this show's about, connecting. We're connecting. So Heather Nicole sent me a... There we go. It is there too, the lovely Heather Nicole. What has she got there? Uh, um, Sorry, it's late. Painting I did of my boy Trevor. Oh, your dog. Your dog passed away, Trevor, looking out the window, and he's got a halo. Let's see if I can turn it that way and get a better view. There we go. All right, this is one of Heather Nicole's. Is it Heather Nicole? Am I saying it the right way? Where did it go now? Yes, Heather Nicole. It's her dog. Where are we? Where are we? There we go. Looking out. She's put a halo on him. The blessed soul's passed on, but she's got a solid memory of him. Look at that. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Heather. I didn't, yeah. You need to get them to me earlier in the week, and yeah, they definitely get showed on the show here. And it doesn't matter if you've sent me one and where's live. That's what this show's all about. We've got to connect. Thank you, Angela Young. Angela Young's just made a donation. Thank you for teaching Ian. You're the man. Thank you very much. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. I enjoy talking to you all. Cheers, says Marianne Rotondi. Crackerbox. Damn, I didn't get the notification. Hi, everybody. G'day, Crackerbox Palace. How are you? Christine Maywart. I have only been painting for 2 months, 62 years old, and you have been so motivational. Thank you very much. That is so great to hear, Christine. You're 62 years old, and that's what keeps me going when I hear stories like this on my YouTube channel, how very elderly people, they've felt no purpose and they've come along art. They've tell me they've met me on YouTube and how it's inspired them to do some art and keep them healthy and happy. It's great for the mind. Art is food for the mind, and it's lovely when I hear stories like that, and that's why I keep doing what I'm doing, okay? Katie Coyne, I have a beautiful Scottish scene on my YouTube channel banner. Oh, okay. I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. It reminded me of your work. That might be good for you to paint. Now listen, I just got to say something, people. If you ever want me to paint something, either I can or I can't, but still if you do want to put it my way and say, can you paint this? You need to tell me if it's your photo, your design, or you're inspired by somebody else, so I can also pass on and handball the credit to whoever, okay? Sorry about your dog, says Believe. Are gesso and plaster the same? Gesso for sculpturing too? I wouldn't think so. You can get a sculpture putty. I've just bought one. I'm going to start using it. Very beautiful. Could you do Northern Lights at some point, says Deborah Gray. Yes, I'm going to look into that. I will be looking into that. I've had that question asked before. I've never done the Northern Lights. Pretty much that subject is more suitable for clears and oil paints. You can get it with acrylics, but it just won't look the same as oil paints would with those Northern Lights, the method it's done. Yeah, gesso is just a primer, says Crackerbox, which it is. Where can I send you a picture of Sonova? It's worth seeing. You can send it, you can go on my art group page and say, I just watched Ian's live show and I want him to see this picture as hopefully a subject he might paint in his tutorials. You can put it on my art group page. You can also, yeah, and tag me in it, okay? That's what you can do, and then I'll be drawn to that. Art is keeping me going, says Sharon Blankenship. Good stuff. It does keep you going, doesn't it? I'm looking forward to winter. Lots of time to paint then. Blessings from Sydney, says Cornelia Nadolu. I did Northern Lights with acrylics, says Believe. There you go. Good stuff. How did it go, Believe? Were you happy with it? Do you think you got the same results as an oil artist would, or I don't know? Give us your opinion on that. Jackie Goldstein is saying, I've got you beat, Christine. I'm 84 and just started. Love you, Ian. You are helpful to me. Thank you very much, Jackie Goldstein. There's one from Barbara Barberson from Barberville. Ian, I love you. You are so great. You get me out of my hole every day because I love watching you. You are the man of the future and your arms are so big. I can't believe how ripped you are underneath that cape. Good stuff, Superman. I love you. Thank you very much, Barbara Barberson. Yeah, I'm quite ripped under here. I'm glad she noticed that. I'm huge, humongous, and I like to hide the size, okay, because it can be intimidating. And I like to come across as happy and friendly, not cut, muscled, and intimidating. All right? Thank you very much. I would like to paint trees and the beaches, says Marcia Best. I've got a lot of tutorials on those subjects. Knock yourself out. Carol Neese. Bob Ross did the Northern Lights in acrylic. I just prefer to watch and learn them from you. Bob Ross was an oil painter, not acrylic, I'm pretty sure. I'm very happy with the Northern Lights in acrylic. Okay, there you go. I had my 69th birthday just learning. Good stuff, says Crackerbox. Painting helps me with my PTS. It helps me stay present and grounded, says Carol Neese. It does, doesn't it? Like I say, it's food for the mind. It keeps your mind healthy and happy. If your body's not having food, you're not healthy and happy. But when you have a good feed, you're healthy and happy, all right? And the painting puts you in a zone away from nasties if you've got any around you. Hello, Ange. Hi, Ian, says Christine Taylor. He did some acrylic too. Okay, well, I didn't know that. Yes, Bob Ross was an oil painter. Grey scales. Did them in oils, Bob Ross. There you go. Anthony Gray's saying Bob Ross's Northern Lights were done in oils. I'm pretty sure they were too. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I've come to an empty part of the pot. That's why I'm going, yeah. How you all doing, eh? All right, eh? How long have we been going for? 71 minutes takes 60 is an hour, 11 minutes. Not too bad. For anyone that suffers from depression, you are the best medicine with your buff arms and magnificent body story, says Marilyn Lynch. I know. I sometimes, when I go into the bathroom, I intimidate myself when I take my shirt off. It's bloody intimidating. And I'll tell you why. Because the actual size is just phenomenal. And it intimidates the hell out of me. So that's why I do cover up. And I'm glad you noticed that, Marilyn Lynch. And plus it does help people be in a happier zone, doesn't it, eh? Barbara Barberson, so funny, Ian. We do love you, says Katie Coy. I don't know if you've noticed, in my lives, I'm reading your comments, but I always put a phantom one in there from Mary Lou Marison from Merrickville, or Barbara Barberson from Barberville. They're not even there. They don't even exist, but I throw them in there and give myself a bit of hype. Oh, God, you're great, Ian. You look this, I build myself up, give myself a bit of phantom love. Why not? Hello, yes, I'm still here, Percy, says Angela Young. Edward Allen, I did Bob Ross Northern Lights from YouTube. Black acrylic base, then oil. Yeah, they do acrylic base them. I have seen a Bob Ross many, many years ago do the Northern Lights and even his Emerald Forest. But yeah, they've got it prepped in the acrylic, and then bang, they put the clear on there, the colours, and then they smear the white through or whatever, and it's all happening. It's great. Cheryl Neese, must be from roofing. You don't have time to work out. No, I don't. I'm quite happy because, like, I'm 55. I'm not baldy and I don't look pregnant. So I bless my days for having my health with me. You can never neglect your health. And I suppose it's due to my work. It's kept me bending down, physical and moving around, okay? Crackerbox. Thank you very much, Crackerbox. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my love. She's just sent in a donation there on this super chat. Looking forward to the winter. Lots of time to paint then. Yes, it's so great. You can have some warm soup, some hot bread, soup, painting, looking at all your paint gear, all your squash tubes and your brushes and bits of stuff with paint all dribbling. Oh, it's just great stuff. It's a great atmosphere. I love it. Where else are we? From roofing, Northern Lights. I'm still here. Percy, Barbara said, okay, we read all that. All right, if we don't have anything more to say, I can start closing down the curtains. Let me know. I think Northern Lights could be blended like clouds. Yes, I sent you a picture of Highland cows. Highland cows, says Tabitha Williams. I've got to look at what the hell is a Highland? Is it cow you're saying? A Highland cow? You sent me a picture, Tabitha Williams. No, you didn't. Maybe a message from the photos of the... yeah, maybe you put it in the art group. Thanks, Ian and Chatters, says Believe. Thank you very much. Hope I'll see you all next week. Thank you for coming along. It's been wonderful connecting with you, and I hope you feel the same way towards me. I'll try and do a live next week or an edited version if I get the time, okay? Oh, we do notice you made up names, but we didn't. But you are buffed, and we do love you. You are so funny with your buff arms. Cyber hugs and kisses to you. Ian, love you all. Thank you very much. Crackerbox and Katie Coyne. Thank you, Angela Young. Thank you, Angela Young, my darling. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Great live, everyone. Night all, Karen McHenry. Carol Neese. Thanks for the Friday night live. Thank you very much. And like I said, I hope you all can come back next week. If you're on my art group page, I'll be doing the week that was Sunday night my time, 9 p.m. Sunday night Perth time, so work that out. Or get in touch with Ange, the admin girl there, and she'll tell you. You inspire me to keep painting. All the best, says Paul Doling. Thank you very much, Paul. Celeste Watson, have a great day. Isabel, Marilyn Lynch. Haswina had a picture of those cows on for me to choose from. Okay, many thanks for the guru. Marcia Bess, Glenna Guilford, you're welcome, Glenna Guilford. Have a good day to you. Susan Zirung, somebody approve my Facebook request, please. Okay, I'll look out for that. Or if Angie's still here, she'll approve it. Good night, everybody. Okay, good night. Thank you for joining me. It's been a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. And if you like what I'm doing, you tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, you tell everybody, all right? All the best. Goodbye, good luck, and bloody good on you. Now I've got to turn the camera off. Where's the X and say it's Uru from the Guru.